Move over a little bit. All right. Are we live, baby?
Welcome to Indie and Unsigned, a presentation of Zagnif Productions, LLC. Broadcasting live from beautiful Zagnif Studios in the heart of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, it is time for this week's episode of Indie and Unsigned, where we bring you tales of the independent entertainer on their way to the big time. Remember who you're listening to today, because you may see them on the big screen or hear them on the radio tomorrow. Hosted by yours truly, the legend in his own mind, the man, the myth, the mad karaoke DJ, Mr. Fingers. And without further ado, let's get into this week's episode. Indie and Unsigned. What's happening, gang? All right, we're back. Take two. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. All right, we tried to do this on Saturday, had a little bit of technical difficulty, but we are back because if nothing, we are nothing if not as a people. We persevere and we keep on pressing on. So I would like for everybody within an earshot and eye shot to give a nice round of applause and a good Indian Unsigned welcome to my esteemed fraternity brother and comedian, brother Darius Stowers.
What up? What up? Hold your applause, people. Hold your applause. What's up, man?
Oh man, not much. So how you been, man?
Man, I've been great. It's a beautiful day. Snowed a lot since last time I talked to you.
Oh, y'all got a little bit of that stuff, huh?
Yeah, last time I talked to you, I was bragging about how nice it was, and then boom, Mother Nature hit my ass. So
Mom Nature was like, "Yeah, all that noise you talking? How about Pete this?
How about this?" So yeah. But it's cool though. I like the snow, man. Yeah, get some good sledding going on here soon. So I'm good.
Okay, that's what's up. That is what's up. So we went through this before, and we just basically go through it again.
Take two.
Take quiet on the set.
Take two. I wonder if they still use those little things.
The clappers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I ain't never been on the movie set before, so it's like take two.
Never actually been in a movie, but I've done some TV stuff. Now TV they don't necessarily do like live TV. They just give you the countdown. But movie sets, most deaf. Clap. Take
46.
Take 578. How about that right there? So wait a minute. You just said clap. Now you got me started on some You got me started on some ill shit. Okay, now watch this. Okay, now the sound effects is gonna jump in like 30 seconds later. Anyway, it was a dumb song about the clap. I got the clap and I'm giving it to you. Anyway,
what kind of old shit is that?
I don't know. It's just something. You know how you go down the YouTube rabbit hole, bro. You sitting at home, you telling you like, oh, let me check this out, and then you get to listening to it, and you're like, is this really happening right now?
Was that a 1980s song? It got to be like 80s, early 90s.
Bro, I have no idea. Right now.
You ever heard Your Mama's on Crack Rock?
Oh, was that the?
Your Mama's on Crack Rock.
That was a parody of My Posse's on Broadway, right? I remember that joint.
They say Your Mama's on Crack Rock, not my mama.
Yeah.
That shit funny as hell.
Look, how about this right here? Bark, chicken, bark, chicken head.
That's a legendary song though.
Isn't that from no, you're not from Chi-Town, you from the SIP. Isn't that a Chi-Town thing?
No, sir. That's a 3-6 Mafia. That's a Memphis.
That's Memphis
thing,
okay.
Man.
You know what? My parents being in Memphis, you think I would know stuff like that?
That's a Memphis thing, man.
My mom always telling me like, Justin Timberlake, he ain't from here, but he claim here. So you can come here and you can write some music and maybe you get discovered. I'm like, Mom, I don't think that's how that. That's not how that go.
Man,
that's not how none of this go.
So where was you born and raised at?
Born and raised Savannah, Georgia. Spent 29 years of my life there with a a deployment to the Kuwait, and a tour of Korea. But for the most part, all 29 years of the first end of my life in Georgia. Then Uncle Sam sent me to Virginia up by DC, and I was there up until 3 years ago. Now I'm in
Uh,
Oklahoma City.
man, you can't be being disrespectful to Southern music like that,
Oh
then,
no,
man.
absolutely not. No,
Three six legends now.
no disrespect intended whatsoever. Because we used to get it in that don't come
Yeah,
just being in the
chicken,
club.
chicken, bark, chicken head.
Oh man, I got the notification. For those of you that are just catching us, because the live just caught up with us on YouTube. Welcome to. Why am I saying this now? Because they're watching the very first part of the show. Then they go get 5 minutes in and be like, "What is this Bama talking about?"
welcome,
But we've
welcome
been
again.
we've been watching. What are he talking about?
Yeah.
So let me see. Hang on a second. Let me go back and catch this Indian Unsigned because it's supposed to be live right now. There we go. Now there should be a chat function in here somewhere where I'll be able to find the chat.
Whoa.
If you're watching this, I will figure out how to get to you on the chat. But please feel free. Those of you that got my number, hit me on the hip. If you got Darius' number, hit him on the hip. We'll get to your questions. If you got questions, you can message those in. Matter of fact, why don't I stop BSing and just go ahead and do this right here? I got a computer in front of me. You think I don't know nothing about modern technology, right?
Mm.
You,
Well,
you
you messed up the 3 6 Mafia song, so I don't know what you know over there.
come on, man. Come on,
I ain't
man.
gonna let you let that one down. Now you said
Don't
that
hey,
was.
look. Don't make me lean on the shield. Don't make me lean on the shield.
I don't know, brother. I don't know, brother. I gotta give you a hard time behind that. You know.
For those of you not understanding exactly what that is, that leaning on the shield, Darius and I are both members of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And it was Greek letter organization founded, the first Greek letter organization founded for African Americans in the United States, Cornell University, on an ice cold Tuesday,
Ice cold.
December the 4th, 1906, on the campus of Cornell University. I was initiated in 1990, and you were initiated. Tell me again when you were initiated. It's been
Spring '08.
spring '08. You still got sand behind your ears, man.
Ooh, you gotta give me my old head. I got my old head
Spring
letters,
'08.
man. You
Oh
know,
wow. Okay.
after you do 10 years, I get a little old head privilege now.
Okay. I'll take that.
I
I'll
get a little something, something.
I will give you that. Okay. The stream is running. It's looking clean too. Look at it. It looks
Yeah,
pretty. It looks so pretty.
yeah.
So tell the folks a little bit of something about yourself and then I'll hit you with the lead off question to uh end your introduction with how did you get into comedy?
Darius Stowers, man. I was born in Grand Rapids, Michigan, raised in Chicago. I lived in Mississippi for I don't know, 13 years. So I'm basically all over, really. I'm a northern dude. I'm a southern dude. I'm a Midwest dude. All that. Uh, get into comedy. Comedy is a new thing for me, man. I won't say it's a new thing for me, man. I've been telling jokes all my life.
Right?
So it's kind of one of the things. Doing stand up comedy is a new thing for me. I've been doing stand up comedy for about a year now, a little under a year, really. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just getting my feet wet in the game, and I've been doing well. You know, been trying to learn as much as I can from my people, and here we are. Hopefully, to get another little platform, and hopefully people can check me out.
Absolutely. So how long you been in the game now?
In the game, man, I started doing stand up comedy the week before we all shut down for
Oh,
coronavirus.
that had to hurt.
That hurt, boy. Look, I'm gonna tell you. Look, I've been wanting to do comedy forever. I said, all right, cool, I'm gonna do it. Been a chicken shit for so long, and I was like, all right, I'm finna go and get up there and do this thing. I put on my college sweater, and I got up in there, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this thing. I did my first set, and I won't say I killed, but I did well for my first set. And
Okay.
I got up there and I got laughs and I did good, and I got like, all right, cool.
What
And then the next week it got shut down.
So what was that feeling like that, you and I have discussed this prior to airing the show. I've done a little bit of stand up myself and more so freelance. And A lot of times inspired by whatever drink I had in my hand at the time while I was hosting my karaoke show. But what was that like when you got done? What was that feeling like when you got done and you realized that you had just said you just I just did a stand up set? Like, what was that like?
Well, first off, my drink that inspired me was a Manhattan. I had I had three of them before I started, and man, it felt like I was on top of the world. Man, I did a show for about I know it's about 50 people in there, and
Yeah, more than I
uh,
did.
right. I'm saying like and that was like people came. I told people I was gonna do one, and
Okay,
people I was like, all right, man, you should go ahead and do it. You should go ahead and do it. You're always joking around, and I was like, yeah, whatever.
okay,
But I finally got up there and did it. And when I got off, man, I felt like I was on top of it. I feel like I had just done the theater.
for real,
You know
for
what I'm
real.
saying?
Is
And it
that
was,
feeling?
and it wasn't even the fact that I did so good or anything like that. Cause I look back. I probably gonna look back on that set in 10 years and be like, that was so trash. Um, but but the fact that I did it, boy, man, I had a Superman cape on
Oh,
after I
word,
got
word.
done, boy.
I didn't see that. I saw the video. I didn't. Where was it? Was it just because it was dark in there?
Yeah, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was. Man, I'm telling you, I was on top of the world at that point. So I was like, all right, cool. And I've been listening to like comedy and like listening to how people got their start, which is great for podcast. Podcasts are great for people who learn comedy. And been hearing like, all right, let's get as many sessions you can. Get as many sessions you can. Just keep on doing it. So after I done my first show, I'm like, shit, I'm finna get up in there and I'm finna 3-4 nights a week. I'm on it.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen the posts. Um, you and I are connected on Facebook. It was I forgot what it was. What was it? Was it we were both in the Planet Fitness group together?
Yeah, that's what it was. I think we was talking shit on the
And something no,
plan.
you posted something specifically. Again, going back to the fact that we are both in the Greek letter organization in the fraternity, you
Mm-hmm.
said something that caused me to send you a private message, and I was like, oh, okay. And this one I could throw out there.
Right.
I was like, oh, is Goodwill the monarch of this house? And he was like, oh, word. And then he and I threw some of the secret stuff back and forth. I was like, oh, what's up, frat? He's like, what's
Yeah.
up, OG? So
Yeah. You see, you're OG.
yeah, I feel, man. Look, it's been this May will be 31 years for me, and
Ooh.
I'm gonna tell you what. Nothing makes you feel old. Okay, okay, throat. Don't do that to me. You hear that? My throat was like, oh, he wasn't
I know. I thought you
joining
were
the
hung.
conversation.
I thought
Oh,
you were hungry over there, man.
no,
Look.
man. I ate good. I cook and I made some Alfredo pasta with the chicken and
Okay.
this little salad. It's nothing special because you seen some of that other stuff, them ribs and them burgers. I didn't go
Yeah.
fancy. I didn't go fancy tonight. I didn't cook on the. Ooh, I wonder if I could cook pasta on the Traeger. My wife is watching right now, and
Oh yeah. You got the Traeger.
yeah, I got the Traeger. I might have to put some pasta on the Traeger in the pot and see if the smoke infuses with. Let me stop tripping.
It will though. It will though, man. My boy got an electric smoker. I ain't got me a Traeger yet. I've
It's
been thinking
legit.
about it.
It's legit. Now I will say this: it will not ever take the place of a real wood burner.
Nothing
Real,
will take the
nothing.
place of a wood burner,
But I
and
tell you
nothing
what,
to take the place of a good old charcoal grill.
right? But for something for somebody like me who doesn't have the attention span to stoke the fire because I'm running in and forth, back and forth out of the house and got to do this and then come back and check on it. It's perfect. It is
Hmm.
absolutely perfect. Um, yeah, my wife was saying mac and cheese. I did a pizza. I just got it, bruh. I got a DiGiorno Supreme. Put it on the smoker. Man, look here. Put that joke in there for about 45 minutes. That's the sucker.
Yeah,
That sucker was like Nick Cage back in 90 something. Gone in 60 seconds. Gone.
yeah,
Done.
yeah.
Um,
I'm about to give me one of them bad boys one of these days.
yeah. But nothing makes you feel older than going back to your home campus. And then you see the young brothers and you throw a little something at them, they throw something back. And then they look at you with this like, is that really him? You know what I'm saying? Not like we're celebrities or anything, but like, it's like this all this respect. And I asked myself the question, like, yo, was I like that when I was a neophyte? Like, was I looking at the old school brothers? Like, oh, well, I guess I was, because Pops played same chapter in
Mm-hmm.
1965, back when they used to do 9 months. They started in the spring, went home for the summer, came back in the fall, then go over till October. But
Man.
yeah, 9 months. Yeah,
All
woo.
right.
Talk
All
about
right.
talk about out of the night that covers me black as a pier from pole to pole. Woo.
Oh man.
Um, but anyway, uh, it says an error occurred on the Facebook.
Oh,
That's okay. That's okay. We still got the video being taped right now, so we good. We good.
there we go.
We
Come
good.
on now, don't do this to me.
No, 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 no. It was just that I don't. Maybe my phone didn't refresh or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're still there. It just my phone didn't refresh. It got a slow refresh rate. Anyway, uh, there's nothing like that feeling. I remember, um, I had some guys I had run up. They had come and check the show out, and I had a buddy that did stand up comedy all over the place. He toured for a little bit. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
do anything big time like Kings of Comedy, but he toured, and he used to come and holler at me whenever he was in town. I was like, "Bruh, I'm gonna hook you up with somebody." The story I told you about tattoo
Mm-hmm.
where I got the dude. Does this sound familiar, boss? The plate. Anyway, that guy. He's like, man, you need to come through and do some stuff, man, because you're seriously funny cat. And I'm like, nah, man, but all my stuff is off the cuff. I've had several drinks and I'm off the cuff, and you come on the stage wrong, I'm gonna get you. And so, we went down and did the show at it was a mutual friend of ours had a half-hour show on public access,
Mm-hmm.
and so he would have three comedians on, and then he would have entertainer or some sort of singer, rapper, whatever. And I think it went pretty well for my first time because I was so nervous I couldn't write jokes, so I just went off the cuff, and it went okay.
That's fun.
It went okay, but the thing was, it was public access, and I couldn't say what I really wanted to say, so
Yeah.
I had to keep everything in check. But I stayed on these guys' hips, and I did another couple of shows. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I don't think that's the thing for me. Like, I would be better suited as the open mic host. Like, I would
Okay.
be the guy that hosts, you know what I'm saying? Because then I could come out and just go on anybody. I could have like 6 solid jokes. Like, say it was 6 people on the show. I could have 6 solid jokes I could work, and then I could just mess with people in the crowd, and that would be good. But yeah, I agree with you.
I
No feeling like it. No feeling like it.
Hey, hosting is a bad month. You know what I'm saying? Hosting is hard, man.
How's that?
Hosting is because if you go out there and you bomb on that first one, see, like, all right, cool. Like, if I go out there and I got a 5-7 minute set, something like that, I can go out there and bomb, and it's over with. It's cool. Like, it's done.
Because
Like,
you
all right,
done, you off the
I got to
stage.
go. I got to go in the back, and I gotta get that I ate shit face, and then if you eat shit, you gonna know it, and you gonna
Oh,
feel it,
look,
but you keep on going. But
you and I are members of the same organization. We
yeah,
both know that face very well.
yeah. So look, so if you hosting, you go out there and eat shit, you gotta take your ass back out there later
That's the
on.
truth.
So
You
that
come walking
hosting,
out, they be like, "You again, boo."
you again. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. So that's why, man, I got mad respect for hosts, man. You in charge of keeping the crowd going. You know what I'm
True.
saying?
But like I said, as the host, you don't necessarily. Well, most of the folks that host are also stand-up comedians. But
Right.
but the point that I'm making is, you don't necessarily have to be a comedian to
That's
be a
true.
host.
That's
Especially
true.
like at an open mic, you could just go out and be talking to the crowd. Like, there's that. Are you familiar with Andrew Schultz?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
That guy is the king of. I know he's got material. I have yet to see a video of his where he gets into his material. His videos are 7 to 8 minutes long, and all he does is rip on the crowd. And don't
Yeah, he is a master of crowd work.
him and Drew Lynch. Those two are ridiculous. Like, Drew Lynch will do crowd work, go back into his routine. Something in his routine will cause him to go to a callback from when he was doing crowd work, and both of them just ridiculous. But you
Yeah.
don't necessarily have to be a stand-up to be a host. So that was where I thought I would be at. Uh, so jokes. How is it? What do you think is the hardest part about writing? Because you got your materials got to all kind of some of the greatest comedians have a way of making all of their comedy blend together. Like this, like to me, I think the best comedians are storytellers,
Hmm.
not necessarily joke tellers, because you can tell jokes and be hilarious, but the storytellers, the Dave Chappelle's, the Richard Pryor's, the Bill Cosby's, the I know a lot of people clown on them, but the Kevin Hart's and the Cat Williams, those guys I think are some of the best comedians because they weave this whole story together, and then they give you these jokes and funny observations inside the stories. So what is like a process? What's the process for you when you say I'm gonna come up with like 3 4 jokes? Like what's that process like?
So I don't sit down and just necessarily write jokes, um, but I do write jokes, and I'm gonna explain that.
Oh,
Like I don't,
I know you
yeah,
write jokes. I seen your
yeah,
Facebook feed.
yeah, for real though. But see, I come up with those on the fly, so I just like I gotta have something to inspire, me writing those jokes. You know what I'm saying? And things come out when they come out for me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I just make sure that sometimes I write them down, and sometimes I don't. I lose a lot of jokes just by just thinking of them and not writing them down immediately. But that's how I write jokes. So I don't have like a certain sit down. Like some people sit down and just like, all right, I got an hour blocked off, 2 hours blocked off. Boom, I got to come up with material. If I did that, I would come up with shit. To be
Because
honest, I
that's a challenge, isn't it?
yeah, it is a challenge. It's like dance, monkey. And I'm like, oh, can't dance.
Yeah, it's because 5 minutes doesn't. Okay, 5 minutes does when you're doing something you enjoy and you're having a good time. 5 minutes goes by quickly.
So quickly. Especially if you getting into it, if you get into a joke and then the
Uh huh.
crowd laugh, or you gotta wait for them. You gotta time it right, and
Hmm.
you interact with the crowd. Man, 5 minutes go by like boom,
Right,
boom.
but
You can't get a good set off. You can get a good set off in 5 minutes, but
but when you go on stage and you can tell your jokes aren't hitting and you getting that polite laughter or absolute crickets,
mm-hmm.
man, that 5 minutes can feel like 2 hours.
Shit. Yeah, yeah.
I a lot of admiration. I have a ton of, especially for, I mean, folks that come on stage and do an hour. The headliners that have a solid hour. There go my throat again. Cut it out. The headliners that my throat is just like I want to talk too. Um, you're not gonna leave me out this conversation, boo boo. I'm coming for
Uh,
you. Anyway, let me stop. Um, the folks that come and they do a solid hour and they easily have 2 or 3 hours of backup material left. You know what I
oh
mean?
yeah, oh yeah.
Um, I think one of the guys is really for me, DL Hughley. DL will be doing a set. DL would do a set, and depending on how much, he might have a couple, and he might be in the middle of he might be finished the joke and get stuck, and he'll go to his old fallback, old faithful. What are you doing in here with all that camouflage on, man? They done shot the supervisor. I'm gonna apply for the job tomorrow. I've seen him do that joke 4 or 5 times, and it never ceases to be funny. But it's like he's got that much material. He just like, oh, what's the next joke? Oh, I got this one right here. Oh, now I remember.
Oh yeah.
Let it come right back. So, what are the what do you think is outside of coronavirus? Because Corona just basically Corona came in.
Ruined everything.
Corona did
Ruined.
y'all like this right here,
La la la. Guess what, bitch? La la la. Coronavirus.
and that was it. Shut y'all down like boom, done.
I feel for anybody whose number one job was to be an entertainer. I feel
Mhm.
for them, man. 'Cause everything got shut down. It's like if you like, cause like music artists, comedians, man. That's how they make money, man.
True.
It's touring. You know what I'm saying? From city to city, and touring was shut down, man, for the longest. It's like, and all them shows that they had money for already, man, they had already counted that money. You know what I'm saying? If you think about somebody like the Baby or Cardi B, like you just played, man, they shows been lined up all year, so that money was theirs, and I'm guessing they gotta give it back,
I
or they just gotta not count it now. Shit.
Well, actually, I think what happened. I think I'm just taking a stab. I think a smart booking agent would purchase some kind of insurance to cover the cost.
Yeah.
So if an event like this happened, and this was something that nobody could have predicted, if an event like this happened, then the insurance will cover the refunds, and the artists is still. I mean, I don't really know how that goes. I honestly don't. I'm just taking a stab. That's my answer to everything. Insurance. How you gonna pay for that? Oh, I'm gonna fall down, break my leg, file an insurance claim, never pay that off.
Well, when you hear those people talk on like podcasts and stuff, they always talk about how they missed out on a lot of money. Now, I would guess that they would still probably get some from it, or like they rescheduled it. But you think about like all those ticket sales, and like a portion of it goes to them or something like that. They lost out on some money.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Trust me, they lost out on some damn money from that, man, and
I'm
all
sure they did.
entertainers. And
I'm pretty sure if something don't happen soon, there's gonna be quite a few people gonna be on the street.
man, you gonna see comedians flipping burgers
Bro,
and
they gonna
rappers and shit too. They got to get regular jobs.
be on the same street corner Delonte West was out there hanging out on.
Oh man,
I'm
leave
not.
old.
Look,
Yeah,
I was just saying. I'm on with a comedian. I gotta get mine in. I gotta get mine in where I could get them.
goddamn Delonte.
What was the boy name that played Al Elvin from Cosby Show, where they saw that he was working at the grocery store, like he was
Oh
working at
yeah,
Trader
he's
Joe's
at
or
that.
something like that.
Yeah, he's working at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, but the black look, see, that's where we mess up. See, black folk the only folks that would shame somebody into a good job. The folks clown him so hard, Tyler Perry's like, come on, I got a job for you.
Yeah,
I got a
hey,
job for you. And I don't know if
hey,
it
but
was
that was kind of good for him because he was an asshole on the Cosby Show.
true. Well,
And you know, people associate you with your character, so he was the asshole. So they was like,
you know
yeah,
what? In retrospect, I don't look at him as that guy. I think of him more as just a young kid who didn't know any better and had never experienced anything like that. And this was probably
mm,
his first serious relationship. Like he probably was walking around with holding Sandra's hand, like, man, I can't believe this bitch with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I
fine.
mean? And
Look at
then
this
he rolled
fine
up.
bitch here. Yeah,
Then he rolled up in the house with Cliff and Claire, and they set him straight. The
right.
first time he said, "Well, that's the woman's job to do dishes," and she folded her
She
arms
said, huh?
and looked at him. I said, "Oh, Alvin, no, you didn't." Because by
Yeah.
now, it's like 3-4 seasons in. We know Claire does not play.
Claire about to bust his ass.
Claire got him. So Claire got him, as the lady said, she got him all the way together. So he got a little bit.
Damn. Yeah.
But yeah, so man, so many questions, so little time. I say so little time. We've only been on for about a half an hour. But
I got time, bro.
is there anything in particular, like what is okay once coronavirus is gone, or it's gotten under control to the point where we can kind of resume some semblance of normalcy, being able to go out and do some things, even if limited. What are some of the things that you're looking to do to take yourself next level? Like what would you define as next level for you, since you just getting started out?
Man, just getting spots, man. That's the name of the game. Getting spots and being funny and being able to kill on the regular. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So that's my goal. I'm taking the slow road, man. I'm taking the slow road. Like I said, I just started, man. It's like people don't get good at this overnight. You know what I'm saying? I like to think I'm funny in the regular setting, like around my friends, and you know what I'm saying, just kicking it. Barbershop talk. I can make them niggas laugh, man. I can make people laugh.
Boy,
But doing stand up is
you
a whole
get
different
but
ballgame.
look, you might well go to the barbershop, just take your phone, put it on voice recorder, and just get everything.
Get everything. Hey,
Get
for real though,
everything.
the
But
best jokes.
I swear to God, I have seen some funny. I've been on this earth 50 years. I've seen some of the most hilarious comedians ever to do it, and some of the funniest routines I've ever seen can't even put a candle to some of the foolishness I heard in the barbershop on Saturday.
Bro. Old dude, the old dude that's in the barbershop that don't never cut nobody hair, but he always got a chair.
How
Funniest
many?
dude ever,
Like Eddie from barbershop,
bro. Never had nobody in this chair except for like that one old dude coming there every now and then.
right?
He probably got 3 people he cut.
Yeah, but they let him stay working there because that's the owner's
That
That's the
Yeah.
owner's uncle or something like that.
There you go. And that's a real life thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, art imitates life. And I've been to many barbershops
Oh, I
with
have
that
too, bro.
with that one person in the front that don't never get nobody,
Oh,
but
absolutely.
he still got a chair.
Absolutely, man. Hey, are you? A matter of fact, are you familiar? There's a Christian comedian, and his name is Akatunde. Are you familiar with him at all?
Nope. Nope.
Now, a partner of mine from my hometown. We went to high school
I
together.
hope he don't come into America too though with a name like that. Babatunde. What's Akatunde?
Akatunde. Akatunde.
Akintunde. Mm-hmm.
He
Akintunde.
he used to. The reason I bring that up is because he used to work at the barbershop where I got my haircut, and he was a couple of years behind me in school. And you know, before social media, MySpace didn't really do it like that. MySpace people just kind of connected with folks in their immediate circle.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but once Facebook blew up, I started looking up high school classmates and stuff like that. And I look and I'm like, that looked like, oh dang. I mean, big time Christian comedian, doing the gospel awards and stuff like that. I thought maybe you were familiar with him or whatever. But that's where he got his start, cutting up in
Yeah.
the barbershop.
Cutting up, man. I feel like every comedian was a comedian long before they started being a comedian.
Oh, absolutely.
Like Kevin Hart didn't just start being funny just then. It's like you've been probably a class clown and probably told that he played too much or you know what I'm saying like that. And very rarely do people get stars early like Dave Chappelle. I think Dave Chappelle been doing this since he was like 14 or something.
Yeah.
First time he got on.
Cam got started around, I think, like 16 or 17.
See that, and that's one of the things. Like, all right, cool. Like that's an anomaly. Like most people don't start that early, and that's great. But we all been funny. Everybody been funny.
Truth. But funny, the thing for me was I was quiet. So I was a quiet kid. So I didn't really get into the Joan Fest. I was the guy that sat in the back in the cut. I learned the hard way that you don't want to get in there if you're not ready, don't step up. You'll get roasted. So I
If you
learned
grin, you in.
right. So I learned to be the dude in the back cutting up, going, oh, and watching these guys go at each other.
Now, see, you would have got it too. You talking about some no, you
for
got
real.
it. You got it. You talking about He's like, bro, you laughing? No,
no. This is how you know it's coming your way to be like, oh, I know you not laughing.
No, you ain't
You
talking.
not back there cutting up. Oh,
thick ass glasses back there laughing and shit.
Come on,
now,
man.
Now both of these niggas roasting you.
Come on. Now you made me take my glasses off.
Right. Now you gonna take your glasses off, walk around, you blind and shit, touching everything. Oh Lord. No.
Oh,
nah,
man. I used to get clowned a lot.
I did too.
I was the way I like to describe my childhood is that I was Stephen Urkel before there was a television show.
Bro. Here's the thing for me. Is that first off, I had glasses all my life. All right, people tease you for wearing glasses. That's the craziest shit. That's the craziest shit ever. Like all I'm trying to do is see. They're like, right. You four-eyed, but you wearing bifocals. And then when you got older, you realize bifocals ain't big glasses. They just got that little section down there. Like you don't even know the joke.
Right, but but to a kid, that's funny.
Hey, that's funny. Like you got them bifocals. Look, you got big glasses.
Magoo with the Coke bottles. I see you.
Look, I'm just trying to see here, sir. I just I don't have 20/20 vision, so I just yeah.
I got roasted too. Remember the story I told you about my ex-wife?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to tell you, I got roasted too. Because he was.
Oh, you left that out. You left that out.
I forgot about it until we started talking about.
Conveniently left that out.
No. I forgot about it until you started talking about glasses. But he was like, man, how you gonna sit there and laugh at your wife like that? Hey, them your glasses. Let me hold them for a minute. And he took them and he put them on. He took my glasses, put them on. He said, "Hey, y'all, back up! Ain't nobody know about y'all come up here on the stage. I'm the only one supposed to be up here. Dog, your glasses thick as hell. Hold on, let me look this way and see what's going on in Bosnia this week." I mean, he went full ham on me, but he got her worse because he got back to her at the Jerry curl, so he kind of let me. I think he saw she would get pissed off, so he had to get me a little bit, but then he went back to her. But yeah that was ooh. You want to talk about?
Wow.
So we got We got the coronavirus going on. Can't get a lot of gigs in. So what are you doing to keep yourself? Like, what are some things you're doing to just keep yourself, keep your skills sharp? But I mean, besides clowning everybody on Facebook timeline,
Man,
which I see on a regular basis.
I'm always writing down stuff that I think of on a daily. Uh, my girl, she tired of me telling her jokes. I'm fucking setting up punches on her and trying to work material on her. I be at house parties working material, just like chilling. Well, not house parties, but kicking it with my homies and
Hmm.
just chilling around, poker night, anything. Anytime I can set up a joke or something like that and tell them we just talking back and forth. Yeah, let's go.
True,
Let's
true.
go. Let's go. Let's go with it. Clubhouse. I'm on that talking shit. I'm always talking shit. So
I've heard a
whenever I
bunch.
can,
I've heard a bunch about Clubhouse. What is that?
man, it's
Is,
like a bunch of different rooms about certain stuff. People in there. Most of the rooms I'm in is just like us talking shit, man, back and forth with my homies, chicks, people you know, people you don't know. We just all in there talking about like life and whatever. Then you got those rooms where the what they call them, what the people
hey, be careful, be careful.
snake they call them snake oil salesmen. Well,
I
the
got
people
you.
in there trying to finesse and people trying to tell you about stocks and all that stuff. I
Oh,
had one
look,
of my,
bro.
I said
Everybody.
I had one of my homeboys in there. We was in this group. It's called it was some wealth something something, and he asked the people if he asked the moderators if any one of them was a millionaire, and they kicked his ass out the group. Because they was in there talking all this shit about, generational wealth, and this is how you become a millionaire. You ain't gonna never become a millionaire if you invest, and you got to do this, and you got to do this. And he was like, hey, he raised his hand in the group. He said, is any of the moderators a millionaire? Boom, kicked his ass out the group.
Oh, he just straight went for him like that, huh?
Well, because for real though, it's like, all right, cool. If
You,
I'm trying to like, if I'm trying to tell a bunch of people how to, do stand up, I'm like, yeah, all you got to do is do this, and all you got to do is do this, and all you got to do is do that, and they be like, hey, have you ever done stand up? And I'd be like, shut
true,
your ass up.
true,
Ain't nobody
true.
ask you shit,
I'm telling you
you
what.
know.
You talking about the wealth and stuff like that. You have been going hard on on the LLC group.
No,
Like
they pisses me off.
you have been merciless on the LLC group. Listen, if you
Hey, call them
for those of
like
you
they are. The
for those
LLC community.
right for those of you just tuning in, if you're just catching us in the podcast, thank you for jumping on episode 1 of Indian Unsigned. I'm here live with comedian Darius Stowers, like towers. I remember that.
There we go.
Stowers like towers from Michigan, and we're just talking about stand-up comedy and things of that nature, and how with the COVID and how to deal with all of that kind of stuff. Now, getting back to what we were talking about, you have been going hard on the LLC community. There's been these posts going around since all this money has been raining from the sky. Uh,
Yeah, buddy.
since this money's been raining from the sky in the form of like folks had people believing they could take their stimulus check and be a millionaire in 6 months.
Boy, they say, look, you get that $600 and you going to buy jewelry and hats and shoes. You need to get you a business and start investing and all this jibber jabber. And they be like, invest in what? And then they be like, well, you just got to invest. And I'm like, what we gonna invest in? Blah blah blah. Motherfuckers just the LLC community is a nuisance.
sounded
A
sounded
nuisance.
sounded dumb as hell. Like,
Yeah, start an LLC. Cool. It costs a couple $100 to start an LLC. But what am I starting an LLC for?
right?
The guy,
Well,
what kind of business do we got? We're gonna talk about setting up what you call that, websites. You're gonna tell me how to balance books and how to get business credit. You're gonna tell me how you just say start a LLC.
that was basically the whole gist of it. Like get your LLC. Like you need what I'm saying. These folks were hawking LLCs like they were selling the Time Life R&B collection. Get your
Bro,
copy today. No, my
your
brother, you got
copy
to
of the
get your
day.
own. Yeah. So you've been exceptionally hard. So then you came up with this term called the LLC community. To tell the people
The LLC
about the
community
community.
is the part of all the rest of the communities that get on everybody's goddamn nerve.
Come on, man. You gotta give me a warning. I'm gonna spit
I'm
my
just
drink
saying,
here.
everybody got the communities and shit. I heard about man, look, I was listening to the Breakfast Club the other day, right? And there's this movie out. I forget the name of the movie because I ain't watched it yet. Where it's got T.I. on there,
Okay.
and T.I. is playing a character that has vitiligo.
Okay.
And it looked like it's baloney on his face. First off, it looks.
Look, you say all you want to say, young, and we gonna go ahead and get this money expeditiously.
Hey man, expeditiously, man. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't know how many times this character said that.
This my father. This my dad's house. I've been staying since I was 15. That's all I remember from ATL. I've been running thing around here since I was 15.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah, so he playing this character with vitiligo, and one of the I don't know her name, and I don't want to be disrespectful or nothing, but I don't know her name, but she gets on there and says that this is so disrespectful, and he should apologize because there are so many actors and actresses with vitiligo that could have played that role, and he should apologize to the vitiligo community. And first off, I want to know when the fuck vitiligo people get a community. I ain't seen but about 3 of them motherfuckers my whole life.
I'm right there with you. And
Bro,
wait, that includes Michael Jackson.
that includes Michael Jackson and Sammy Sosa. So it's only one other person.
Oh man, come on.
They got
No. Sammy Sosa got that vitiligo in the bottle. Come on, let's be real.
And it's this beautiful lady that's a Victoria's Secret model. She got vitiligo. The only 2 people that I know. You know what I'm saying? And she talking about it's so many. Come on now, make that make sense. Like how everybody don't have to have a community. It's not the oppression Olympics where everybody don't need to be trying.
Wait a minute. Did you say oppression? Did you just say
Everybody's trying to be oppressed.
Did you heard it here first on Indian Unsigned, ladies and gentlemen? That's the new term of the day. Hashtag Oppression Olympics.
Bro, everybody ain't got to be oppressed in the world. Like the vitiligo community. What's the vitiligo community? Like
I don't even know. They must pray to Michael Jackson.
Come on now. And it's like, all right, cool. You're like, oh, you got to get a person with vitiligo to play somebody with vitiligo. Do you got to get a person with AIDS to play somebody, play Eddie Kendricks?
Oh, come on.
Did I go too low?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
My bad. Should I? I'm just saying. Should I have said Freddie Mercury?
Oh, look.
I'm just saying,
ladies
Magic
and gentlemen,
Johnson.
thank you for tuning in to the first and last episode of Indian.
I'm just saying, no, you can't.
Wait a minute, because you talk about communities. You know what community is real? The cancel culture community.
The cancel culture community is full of shit too, because the vitiligo community ain't got enough people to cancel nobody. You gotta have enough people to cancel somebody. Like the LGBTQ community, them motherfuckers cancel your ass because it's a bunch of them motherfuckers.
Wait, we call it this what the comedian call a callback.
Expedition. They cancel the fuck out of you now. But as far as like all these damn communities popping up, come on now.
What? I have some thoughts on that, but I probably will keep that to myself because. But you know what? I feel you. I feel you there. I'm just like, you know what? I have a peaceful life, and the question that I had to ask when I find myself in a position where I could get into it with somebody over something like that is it even worth raising my blood pressure? And I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna let them. You know what? Hey, do you boo-boo? You got every right to do what you want to do. Just keep that over there because it's catching. I don't want to.
And here's how misguided the statement was about him apologizing to the T.I. should apologize to the vitiligo community. He ain't the fucking casting director.
Right.
He didn't write the script. They just picked him out because he was the most famous person that was on the movie. I don't even know who was on the rest of the movie, but he was the most famous out of this little section. So they say T.I. should apologize. Come on now.
Wow.
Should Pookie on New Jack City been played by a real crackhead?
Stop. You need to stop. You need to stop. Scotty, help me. I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die, man.
Anybody want to buy a turkey?
That nigga said a 1, 2.
Man, Chris Rock. Man, Chris Rock was very
The most believable crackhead ever.
That's the scary part.
Used to be the prom queen. Now you the prom fiend.
It's scary how believable a crackhead would make you question whether or not he actually really did.
That nigga said that it be calling me, baby.
He was a more believable crackhead than Tyrone Biggums, and everybody know Tyrone Biggums.
Yeah, but that shit was funny.
Well, so I wanted to get into, change gears for a minute. I wanted to get into, because we talked about bits and doing bits and how you come up with bits and routines. I wanted to share with the folks that are watching. And listening, a couple of your skits. Now, if I remember correctly, because we talked about this before, we're gonna play this one. It's called "Bad Haircut." That's when your first stand up, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's when your first stand up. Now, where was that one?
River North Public House.
Oh, okay. Was that your girl behind the camera cutting up?
Yeah. That was
having hard. She was going in for her baby.
There you go. Hey, look, I need her to laugh at all the good jokes and the bad jokes, and just to make me feel good. Lie to me, baby. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's Darius with Haircut right here.
Black men don't cheat. I just want to let y'all know. I just want to know that. That's all I want to know.
Black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat. On their barbers. We do not cheat on our barbers. Chill out. You cheat on. You might cheat on your ass, but I know. You want not to bullshit. That's bullshit. Black men do not cheat on their barbers. If you cheat on your barber, that shit lasts for a whole month. You cheat on your girl, that might last for a couple days or something. You bring some ice cream, that shit roll over just fine. But you know how to push back hairline? Boy, that shit lasts for eternity, boy. And even then you get a nice haircut after that. Motherfuckers like, you remember that time you had that fucked up haircut?
Right there. Yo. Why did I get mental image of George Jefferson?
Hey,
you talked about the pushback hairline. Rest in peace, Sherman Hemsley. Oh, while we talking, sad news today that came through. One of the pioneers as a black actress in the industry, always carried herself with dignity and grace, well beloved by just about everybody. I don't really know anybody had a bad word to say about her. Passed away today at the age of 96. Rest in peace to Mother Cicely Tyson. We use the terminology mother because most of the people that are familiar with Cicely Tyson are my age and younger. Like just about everybody. Not to make fun, but she was 96. No, come on. I'm not trying to make a joke. I'm trying to be serious.
You start laughing. I'm gonna start laughing.
I heard you chuckle. Don't do that.
The only thing I would laugh about Sister Tyson was about those fucked up Tyler Perry wigs that Tyler Perry put on her.
Don't make me go back in. Fall and Grace.
Hey,
please don't make me go back in.
You did it.
No, you started it.
No. Hey, Sister Tyson was my granny.
But Cicely Tyson was everybody. Look, if you was ever black, she was everybody's grandmama.
OG, that's my OG, man.
She was Big Mama before Martin Lawrence made the movie, and everybody knew about Big Mama. She was Big Mama. She was everybody's.
Can you be Big Mama if you small? I don't think Sister Tyson could cook. You can't be Big Mama if you can't cook.
Stop it, Skip. Don't Skip Bayless.
I'm just saying. Look,
Skip Bayless. You
can't be Big Mama if she's just an OG. She's like an OG that'll bust you in your head for doing the wrong thing. But I don't think she was Big Mama. She just OG granny.
Now look. Skip. See, me and Sterling, we grew up in in Rockville, Georgia, small town, small
Skip.
town.
Skip.
Let's go.
You got
Gonna sit here,
you got
Skip.
you got to
Yeah, man,
enunciate.
you're
You got
not
to
gonna sit here and
skip.
say nothing bad about Cicely Tyson, Skip.
Mm-mm.
Stop it, Skip.
Skip. No. All right, man.
I went to school with
Rest.
that fool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
he was playing on the matter of fact, my LB's father was his coach. And my number 5, because I was a jewel and he
Mm.
was 5, and his pops was coaching the football team. And look, Shannon was flossing on him. Uncle Shay was flossing on him a long time ago because he had a BMW,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know, for whatever reason, I guess Sterling must have got a signing bonus or something like that. Because next time we saw Shannon on campus, he was riding in a brand new Benzo, pushing that whip around the yard.
Hey.
And used to be in the student center playing pool, playing spade. He been talking trash. Listen, he didn't just start talking trash because he got a show with Skip Bayless.
Oh, I know.
Shannon Sharp was talking trash 31 years ago on the campus of Savannah State University.
Hey, just like I say, look, you don't start being a comedian when you get on that stage. You've always been a comedian. And he been a shit talker his whole life. You don't learn that shit.
Nah, well,
That's
actually,
his life.
I take that back. I did because I didn't know how. I would be like, hey guys, that's not even cool. Why would you, like Kevin Hart, be confused? Why would you say that? Did he say that? Was I supposed to say something else? And I lost. I wasn't supposed to say that. The winner's supposed to say that. Okay, like that was me.
Yeah.
So it took a while. I had to develop it.
Hey. Okay.
But I had some great examples like my barbershop people and my frat brothers and my LBs and all that stuff. So I got one more clip I want to drop on the people before we move forward because it looked like we pushing up against it, but we gonna get this one in. Now this one is from this was an outdoor show, so I'm assuming at this time the COVID had kind of gone into effect, so they were kind of trying to social distance. But this is about your trip to Holland and how Grand Rapids is the whitest city in America.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Make some noise out here. Woo! All right, that's the best noise I heard. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna start this off with an apology to Grand Rapids. I'm gonna apologize to y'all white people in here. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna apologize because I'm from Mississippi and moved up here about 6 years ago. And my friends, they always ask me, they say, "How you like Grand Rapids?" I say, "I like it. But it's probably the whitest fucking place I've been in my life. The whitest fucking place. They do all types of white shit. They sled down hills and shit. Say, this is Grand Rapids. It's got to be the whitest place in the world. And then last week I went to Holland. Absolutely the whitest place. They don't even can in fucking Holland. They all look like Twilight vampires. Oh my God. It was Declaration of Independence white out there. They said we the people, they was we.
Man, look, I'm gonna say it again. That we the people line, that we the people line was what nailed that home, was sent that home. That took that joke to the promised land.
I appreciate that. And you know what's funny is that I had actually went to that was like a true story. I actually went to Holland like that week before for like the first time, and the people in Holland they call Hollanders, and they all Dutch and they all just real pale, and they just the whitest people in all of the land.
I heard they were very nice though.
And I wrote that joke for that place specifically, and I told that joke there, and they was like.
Oh wait, so you did a bit in Holland?
Yeah, I did it in Holland for them, and I was like, I know that shit's funny. I'm gonna tell that shit somewhere else.
You know why though? Because you was a dude from Mississippi. The dude from Mississippi by way of Grand Rapids, nobody knew. If you was Kevin Hart telling that joke, they'd all be falling out.
But it's good. It was cool though. It was cool, like, cause some jokes don't hit like they should. And I mean, it just depends on that. I was like, I know that joke is funny, and I'm gonna tell it somewhere else. And I kind of like retweeted it and all that stuff like that. But I did add that "We the People" line on after that. So.
Now that's what I was talking about the development of jokes. Does that happen to you often? Like you come up with a joke and then you throw it out there and you're like, oh, I can add this on top of that.
bro. If a joke is funny, it's rarely is a joke just super funny when you first write it. You know what I'm saying? It's like if a joke is super funny when you first write it, if you got lucky, or it's a hack bit. It's something that's so common. It's like, all right, cool. Black people like watermelon. You make a joke about it. Blah blah blah. Ha ha ha. Cool. But it's like, how many times have you heard black people eat watermelon and chicken?
All the time.
It's at least a million
Or how
times.
or
So
how or how
and
relate
you
or
and
how
you
we
know
relate to things or
and
how
you
we
know,
run from things.
right, and how we always get killed first in the movie. That's funny, but it's common. So you know what I'm saying. So you come out there with a joke. A lot of times, initially, it might not hit, or like parts of it hit, or you be saying too many words, or you don't have the word structure right, and you got the timing is off, and all that stuff like that. So sometimes you have to hit the drawing board again and tell it a different way, or put it in a different spot in your jokes. So like sometimes I'll open with the Holland thing, or sometimes I'll put it in the middle. Sometimes you put it at the end. Just see which ones work the best. That's why it's good to do them. It's good to do sets all week, or 3-4 times a week, which I can't do now because of COVID. But
Right.
it's
Wait
yeah.
a
But
minute. How did y'all get? Wait a minute. How did y'all get shut down again? Oh yeah, I remember.
Guess what, bitch? Coronavirus.
that goddamn Gretchen Whitmer.
Yo, please tell. Look. Y'all governor had people so mad they were looking for her in the street.
They finna kidnap that motherfucker.
They were
finna kidnap that motherfucker.
Folks was looking for Gretchen like the Diggers brothers went looking for Scarface.
Bruh. They was in there. They knew where she lived at. They was posted up. They finna get her ass.
Dude, that scares me.
That does. Hey, look.
That's the thing that scares me. Like, you're the governor of the state, and somebody just go, "Oh, I know where you live." Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's kind of public information anyway. You can find out where anybody lives, but they was gonna get capped if they had one over there. But that's a different story. I'm glad she didn't get kidnapped because we don't need no shit like that happen from Vanilla Isis. But
wait a minute, hold on, pause. Nothing's happening from what?
Vanilla Isis.
Oh Lord Jesus. Okay.
That ain't mine though. That's not mine. That's a social media thing. You call them Vanilla Isis.
I have never heard it before.
No.
and remember you talking to a brother who's in introduction to the person who was the inspiration for that joke.
Oh,
that was our stroll song back in the day,
Oh Lord.
Well, it hit. It happened to hit right when we went over. And people's like, "Oh, hey, ice, baby," and then we was like, you know how dumb we were? It took us a whole year to go, wait a minute, he took that from us.
Right.
And then he was like, nah. I had wrote that, and then I had just borrowed a piece of the song, but I had played it a little different because their song go do, and mine go do. Like he was, excuse me. They got my throat again. Come on with this. Jesus.
Yeah.
You got to do some of this. That's what I get for drinking.
Got a tickle in your throat.
That's what, hey, careful. Be careful. Look, you saying stuff like that.
Why your fingers are so moist?
Oh Lord.
But like you got me messing with me that got me forgetting my next question, man. So what are your what we talked about that already. Okay. 5 years from now, Corona's gone or cleared up enough. Where do you see yourself in the field?
Hitting the road and doing some gigs outside of the state and getting laughs, killing and murdering. That's gonna be it. Being able to get booked on gigs that's outside of here. I still ain't gonna be great or nothing. 5 years is such a short time, but hopefully, hey, you never know. You never know though. But it's like I just gotta hit the road and be presented with those opportunities and get lucky.
Okay. Well, where are some of the places that you'd like to gig? Not necessarily, not necessarily specific locations like a comedy store or Caroline's, but like what cities would you like to visit in around?
Man, for sure, for sure. Since you mentioned it, I would love to do the Comedy Store. I
Okay.
think that's like Mecca for everybody that even know anything about comedy.
I
It's
thought
like
Caroline's was the spot, but Caroline's in Los Angeles.
Caroline's is in New York.
Oh, okay.
Uh, a Comedy Store is in L.A.
Got you. Got you. That's
Comedy Store is where Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle, Joe
everybody.
Rogan, Tom Segura, Jim Carrey, Dice Clay. You know, all them people that is everybody is Comedy Store. So yeah,
Any other places besides the Comedy Store?
but now I really would like to do Chicago theater.
Okay.
I would like to do Chicago theater.
And now, how big is that? Is that your when I make my big status, the place I want to play and sell out, or what?
That's just one of the places that I just want to play. When I make big status, man, yeah, I would like to, you know, to go back there and do a special in the Chicago theater.
Okay.
That's Chicago's a dope city for comedy. You know, it's a tough city to make it in. It's hard people there. You gotta work hard to make them laugh, man. So I like
Do that.
Chicago, and I feel like it's an underrated part of comedy. As far as like, you know, when you do think of stuff, you like Comedy Store, you know, or just L.A. in general or New York.
Mm.
Nobody really just like, all right, Chicago, the Midwest. So
That's true. Like, and then you know, DC, you got the Improv. Atlanta, I don't know where there are any spots in Atlanta, but I know like the big venue, everybody wants to play the Fox Theater. I think it's a Fox Theater.
mhm.
Um, so yeah, I mean, I I had those dreams at one point, and then I realized that I had there were other things in mind for me where entertainment was concerned. So,
Mhm.
now I have the opportunity to bring on aspiring entertainers like yourself
Sure do appreciate it.
and let people see you and get a taste of what you're about and excuse me, let people get a taste of what you're about and decide to check you out. Speaking of checking you out, go ahead and shout out your handles for the people to check out some of your materials.
My Instagram and Twitter is a goddamn fool. AGOTDAMNPHOOL. Facebook, Darius Stowers. Uh, Clubhouse is a goddamn fool too. Uh, yeah, that's all the social media I got. Uh, uh, just come check me out, man. Hopefully, when the world start back up, I mean, I got a show lined up for the 16th. It's at JB's. That's gonna be in Battle Creek. Um, hopefully, I
Wait a
reach
minute,
it.
not the home of Kellogg cereal.
The home of Kellogg cereal. All you can get paid in cereal. You can get paid in cornflakes. It's gonna make it rain on y'all
Oh man,
ass.
stop with me. Nah, man,
Come on,
they're gonna
throw it.
get you with the Rice Krispies because it's snap, crackle, and pop.
Snap, crackle, and pop. So yeah, I got a show there on the 16th. So uh, yeah, let's
Okay,
get it popping.
okay. I'm about to throw your Twitter handle up here and your IG handle on the banner so people can check that out. I do not know why I didn't think to do that earlier, but we're gonna go ahead and take care of that right now.
Hmm.
So people will see. Did it catch? Yep, it's on there right now.
Yeah, follow me, man. I'm most active on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, he is definitely active on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. There's not a day that goes by that you thought about. Good Lord, it's got to be. I don't even know how you get any work done, bro. Because I get statuses from you, like my joint be bing, and I go and look, like I could spend the whole day just reading your statuses because you stay cutting up on somebody about something.
got to, man. So much stuff in the world to joke about, man. And I wish I had a spot to tell jokes every night. If I had a spot to tell jokes every night,
Well,
that would
Oh well, all the venues are closed because
Yeah.
Gov closed them back up, right?
Yeah, but they'll be open next week. But it's at capacity of 25%. So
25 is better than nothing.
it is. But we're finna go start telling these jokes again. So wish me luck.
Absolutely, man, and keep us in the loop. I want to see some more video clips from you because I would definitely what I would like to do is about 6 months down the road if things are open back up and getting better. I'd like to have you back and see where you're at then versus now.
Okay.
If that's all right with you.
Definitely, man. Definitely. We're gonna get it popping.
All right, for sure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it looks like we pushed up against it, and I want to thank you for coming on and joining us here, Darius Stowers from Grand Rapids, Michigan, by way of Mississippi, stopping by to share a little time with us here on Indie and Unsigned. We gonna get out of here, Darius, Brad. Appreciate you, my brother. Much love to you and your brand new baby girl and the love.
Appreciate it, bro.
We will be this week because of the technical difficulties we had last week. I got the next episode, number 2, coming out this coming Saturday. Don't forget to check out the Facebook, the IG, the Twitter, and all of that to see what the next episode is going to be. So for tonight, on behalf of Darius and the Indian Unsigned, I am Mr. Fingers, the Mad Karaoke DJ, and we are up out this